9 returns at WWE Crown Jewel 2024. WWE Crown Jewel 2024 is rapidly approaching on November 2, and as of now, only 2 matches are official for WWE's second Saudi PLE of the year. With those 2 matches using up all 4 of WWE's world champions, there is plenty room elsewhere on the card for big surprises to take place. As seen at Bad Blood with the return of The Rock, there are few things that can shake up the WWE landscape quite like a superstar return. And thankfully, there are plenty other returns still on the table for the company at Crown Jewel. Here are 9 big returns we could see take place on November 2. 9. Goldberg. Although The Rock stole the headlines at WWE Bad Blood, we also saw an arguably more unexpected return in Hall of Famer and 2-time Universal Champion Bill Goldberg. Seated along with other legends in Atlanta, GA, Goldberg became directly involved in the show when called out by World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. This led to a tense exchange taking place, seemingly setting up that one more match that Goldberg has been public about desiring. Goldberg was once a fixture of Saudi WWE Plus, with the Riyadh audience no doubt appreciating the return of the WCW legend. With Gunther set to take on Cody Rhodes in the show's main event, it represents a perfect opportunity for revenge, with Goldberg emerging from nowhere to deliver a spear to the ring general. 8. Drew McIntyre. Another star who may be after Gunther's attention in the near future is Drew McIntyre, someone who has also not been seen since Bad Blood. Given the brutality of his Hell in a Cell match with CM Punk, it seems unlikely we see McIntyre return so soon, however. With Gunther needing a challenger for his title heading into Survivor Series, there could be an opportunity for the Scotsman to stake his claim. After all, there are few men who have as legitimate a claim to the title as McIntyre, having already been screwed out of it on several occasions throughout 2024. While it would set up a heel against heel matchup between he and Gunther, few fans would complain seeing the 2 Europeans put on another banger following their previous bouts in 2023 over the Intercontinental Championship. 7. CM Punk. Since we've brought him up, we may as well also acknowledge the possibility of CM Punk being the one to step up and become Gunther's next challenger heading into Survivor Series. After all, before Drew McIntyre brutally attacked Punk after Bash in Berlin, the best in the world was well on his way to challenging the Austrian. With Punk having historic success in World Championship matches at Survivor Series, it seems like a perfect stage to see him take on Gunther for the first time, with the event also marking 1 year since his WWE return. Crown Jewel's match between Gunther and Cody Rhodes is sure to be decided by interference of some description, whether that be the Bloodline, Kevin Owens, or in this case Chicago Phil, serving as great motivation for Gunther to want to take on Punk at Survivor Series. 6. Kiana James. While not at the level of stardom as our previous entries, a Kiana James return at WWE Crown Jewel could be equally as pivotal in the Women's Crown Jewel Championship match between, at this point, Nia Jax and Liv Morgan. As seen recently, Nia Jax has been not too convinced regarding the loyalty of her associate Tiffany Stratton, looking over her shoulder in anticipation of a Money in the Bank cash-in. So much so, that Jax may soon seek to recruit others in the women's locker room to fill Stratton's shoes. We've seen a tease already on Smackdown that Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell could do just that. However, there could also be someone from Stratton's past who could be an outside bet also. Stratton's former WWE NXT tag team partner Kiana James is currently out of action after being called up to Raw in the 2024 WWE Draft. While there have been no new updates on her condition, if she's fit to return at Crown Jewel, a thwarting of Stratton's Money in the Bank cash-in attempt would prove quite the shock. 5. Charlotte Flair. Sticking with the women's division, and with each passing PLE that comes, we can only sit and speculate when 14-time world champion Charlotte Flair will make her WWE TV return. Given the severity of her knee injury suffered back in December 2023, you can't blame WWE for biding their time with the Queen's return. However, with the company reportedly cooking up big plans for Flair at WrestleMania 41, according to WrestleVotes, we could finally see that return take place before the year comes to a close. With Crown Jewel representing an ideal opportunity, Flair would slot nicely into SmackDown's WWE Women's Championship picture, with matches against Nia Jax or potential future champion Tiffany Stratton, both likely to generate buzz for the brand. 4. John Cena. As 2024 feats end draws nearer, we must soon divert our attention to 2025, a year that will be defined by 16-time world champion John Cena. 2025 will mark the final year of Cena's WWE career, with the future Hall of Famer sure to pack in as much as possible into his calendar. While he's already committed to a Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania, the time may be now to begin setting up some opponents for his final run. Last year's crown jewel saw Cena decimated by Solo Sikoa, so perhaps this year WWE's greatest of all time could get himself some payback in Riyadh? 3. Logan Paul. One such man who will no doubt be on Cena's list for 2025 is the social media maverick and former United States champion Logan Paul. Paul has not been seen in WWE since August SummerSlam, where he saw his 273-day U.S. title reign end at the hands of the megastar LA Knight. With Knight potentially defending his championship for the first time on PLE at Crown Jewel, perhaps we could see Paul make a dramatic return also. Although WWE may instead opt to move Paul onto other things, a rematch with Knight seems like yet another marquee bout that could be booked for Survivor Series next month. 2. Becky Lynch. The last time WWE was in Saudi Arabia for May's King and Queen of the Ring event was also the last time we saw Becky Lynch compete on a WWE PLA. In fact, after dropping her WWE Women's World title to Liv Morgan at the event, she would only compete once more on TV before leaving the company at the end of her contract in early June. Since then, there has been much speculation regarding Lynch's future in WWE, and while it may be little more than speculation, perhaps we could see Lynch exact some poetic revenge on Morgan on November 2. Costing Morgan the Crown Jewel Championship would be a great way for Lynch to pick things up from where she left off. And with the continued presence of Rhea Ripley, it would make for an interesting three-way feud heading into the end of 2024. 1. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar could make his return and confront Gunther. The Beast Incarnate hasn't been seen in over a year. Brock Lesnar hasn't been on WWE TV since SummerSlam last year, when he lost to Cody Rhodes and actually showed respect to his opponent post-match. He got embroiled in the Vince McMahon scandal, and WWE played it safe by not having him back during all this time. It's been long enough now that Brock Lesnar could make his return to WWE, and doing so at Crown Jewel would be big for the event. While we teased Goldberg being the one to come out and cost Gunther his match against Cody Rhodes, we can also envision a scenario where the Beast Incarnate is the one to confront the WWE World Champion, setting up the stage for a massive showdown that rumored for earlier this year.